Hi, my name is David Fournier, and I want to congratulate Dan Beaulieu and Let Freedom Ring on 200. That's right, 200 fantastic episodes. Dan, the crew, everyone, you guys are all doing a great job. Everybody keep watching. Here's to 200 more episodes. Again, congratulations, Dan Beaulieu, and Let Freedom Ring, and go USA.
Congratulations, Dan Beaulieu, 200 episodes of Let Freedom Ring. Unreal. Let freedom keep ringing. Bozo 6, out.
Hey y'all, this is KPG here, host of the Faction Cast podcast, and I'm here today to talk about Dan the Man. Dan Beaulieu, if you didn't know. Host of Let Freedom Ring. He has reached 200 episodes, and I'm happy for him, and I'm proud of him. Over the past couple of years, we've been talking about wrestling, sports, all that, and I'm so proud of him because I try to watch every episode. If I don't watch every episode, either I'm busy. Even then, I try to catch it during that weekend or so. So I'm very happy for him, and I'm glad that he's reaching 200 episodes. Hopefully, it leads to 300, then 400, then 500, so on and so forth. So I'm happy for Dan Beaulieu, aka Dan the Man. Keep pushing, keep striving, and always remember to let freedom ring. 4 families, 4 life.
Hi, Dan. It's me, Leo, of The Ring and All Other Sports, and I want to congratulate you on your upcoming 200th episode, on which I'm going to be one of your guests. So, here's to 200 more of Let Freedom Ring, and congratulations, my friend.
Huzzah, this is Phil Harris here at the Jax Rangers Show. Just wanted to give a big congratulations over to our good friend Dan from Merrimack on 200 episodes of Let Freedom Ring. Super proud of you, buddy. Keep doing what you're doing. Let Freedom Ring and huzzah! Woo!
Hey Dan, Dad and Tucker here, saying congratulations on your 200th show, and good luck with many more. Go Notre Dame.
Dan Beaulieu, he does the Let Freedom Ring podcast, and I've been on there twice, that's fair to say, and he's celebrating a huge milestone, which is, I believe, 200th episode, and that's epic. That alone is a standout. Anytime you can have that many episodes, that's just a compilation of some great talking points and some great adventures. So thank you, Dan, for your great success, and thank you, Dan, for all that you do with the podcast, Let Freedom Ring. Those of you who've never heard of it, it'll be a great time to gain some exposure to it and tune in. And you can also see various different topics. It's not one-dimensional or anything like that. It's very prolific. So I would advise you to tune in and get some knowledge and get some resources, get some information provided by Dan Beaulieu and Let Freedom Ring. And also, if you want to hear me back on the show for the 3rd time, let them know. So we have some great topics, and it's not about me, it's about Dan. Great job, great work, and I hope to be on the show again. And great continuation with that. Have a great day.
Dan Beaulieu, congrats on 200 episodes of Let Freedom Ring. It's a great show, great work from our terribly inaccurate COVID predictions of March of 2020 to talking sports and everything in between. Keep up the good work, man. Great show. I can't wait to see more episodes.
Just want to wish my buddy Dan congratulations on 200 episodes. Guy's the best. Keep killing it, bud.
Good morning, Dan. This is Jerry Holland. Just like to wish you congratulations on your 200th podcast. It's a great achievement. Had a great time when I was able to be on it with you. I hope you have another 200 in you. Take care.
Let Freedom Ring. 200 episodes. Dan, congratulations, man. It's been an amazing time of conversations, this or that. Just really want to take a moment to congratulate you on 200 episodes. What an absolute success, and many more to come. And in case you didn't know, who's better, Scottie Pippen or Michael Jordan? The answer is very clear. MJ, all day. Game time.
All right, I want to congratulate Dan Beaulieu and Let Freedom Ring on 200 episodes. If it wasn't for me, you'd be nothing. You're most invited guest in the history of the show. You're welcome. 200 episodes. Here's to 200 more.
Dan, I want to say congrats on 200 episodes. Let's go!
What's good, Dan? Congratulations on 200 episodes of Let Freedom Ring. I love the show. I appreciate you having me on it. I wish you 200 more, baby. Let's get it.
Dan Beaulieu, my brother, congratulations on 200 episodes on Let Freedom Ring. Glad I was able to be part of a couple. Keep it going.
Dan and the team at Let Freedom Ring. From me, Gina Corvady, the fourth strongest woman under 125 pounds in the world. Congratulations on 200.
What's up, everybody? Mike D from Coming Down the Out, and I just want to wish my friend Dan Beaulieu congratulations on 200 episodes of Let Freedom Ring. And Dan, hope there's another 200 after this. Congratulations, buddy.
Dan Beaulieu, Let the Freedom Ring. Think about this, 200 episodes later. What a feat itself that is. Think about all the information that you've been able to share with each episode, from the start to with where you're at now, and just think with where the show is going to go with maybe 200 more. It's an accomplishment that and I'll tell you one more other guy that would be really proud, and that was the great one, the great Killer Kowalski. So do me a favor, keep it going strong, and make a difference as we do here at the Elite Pro Wrestling Academy in Concord, New Hampshire.
Holy Snikes, 200 episodes, brother, 200 episode of Let Freedom Ring. Dan Beaulieu, I'm very proud of you. Congratulations on 200 episodes. And also thank you for letting me be on your show to promote my podcast, the B13 Nerdcast of Randomness, to one showman to another. Congratulations to 200 episodes, and here's to 200 more. Congratulations, buddy.
Big Dan, hey, as a former guest, and dare I say the greatest guest ever on Let Freedom Ring, I just wanted to say congratulations on 200 episodes. And while you can never be the best pound for pound on the planet when it comes to professional wrestling, you can be the best pound for pound when it comes to hosting a talk show. Congratulations, Dan. Go for 400. Don't just settle for 300. Go for the big 400. Keep going, my friend.
Good evening, Dan. That's right. It's your favorite representative, the politician, and I am here to issue a proclamation. Whereas Let Freedom Ring has been broadcasting on Merrimack Community Television for 200 episodes. Dan Beaulieu, I want to issue you congratulations. And of course, my name's the politician, and I approve this message.
Dan Scotty Slater, and I want to congratulate you on your 200th episode of Let Freedom Ring. And I am glad I got to be a part of one of those 200 episodes. But in true dad fashion, let's raise a glass or a juice box to this milestone. Keep up the hard work, bud.
Hey, Dan. I hear you got a 200th episode coming up. Congratulations on that. That's quite the accomplishment. And I'm glad I was able to sit in on a couple of them. And I hope there's 200 more. And as always, bear down and go Cubs go.
I just want to wish a happy 200th episode to Dan with Let Freedom Ring. I'm outside of historic Holman Stadium in Nashua. I've loved the 200 episodes. Thanks for having me on. Hope to be on again. And pre-congrats on 200 more episodes, Dan. Keep letting freedom ring.
Hey Dan, I just wanted to send over a video to congratulate you on your 200th episode of Let Freedom Ring. Ben and I are super pumped for you, and congratulations on this. Yeah.
Congratulations, my man. 200 episodes. Great work.
Hey, Dan Beaulieu. Congratulations on your 200th episode of Let Freedom Ring. Hey man, you keep inspiring us. I love how you keep going after the things that you're passionate about and that you want in life. Keep taking those steps forward to be the best you that you can be, and know that you have a village out there, and know that you can call on us anytime, my friend, okay? Love you so much, buddy. So proud of you. Keep it up, man.
Hey Dan, Kiara and I just wanted to congratulate you on 200 episodes of Let Freedom Ring with Dan Beaulieu. Started this show way before she was even born, and hopefully you'll be doing it for years to come, and one day she'll be a guest. So keep up the great work. Love the show, and congratulations again from me and your niece Kiara. Go Free Jacks.
Hey everyone, welcome to Let Freedom Dang, celebrating our
1 millionth episode.
Our 1 millionth episode.
Hell
now,
yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
And congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Good work out of you. I got word from the World Wide Web that there's a show out there called Let Freedom Ring.
Trying to copy us.
Trying to copy us? Trying to do what we do?
We're on episode 1 million. They're only on like 200.
200 episodes is pretty impressive. And we just want to say, Dan, congratulations on your 200th episode, my
Not
friend.
1 million.
It's not a million.
But it's up there.
But it's up there. Keep up the good work.
Nothing much gets to 200. I mean, we did it like 5 years ago.
Yeah. All right.
200 episodes, Dan. 200 episodes of Let Freedom Ring. That is awesome. I'm so happy that you allowed me to be a part of that, even though it was only one episode. Looking forward to hopefully coming back for more episodes, but very proud of you for what you're doing with your personal life and your professional life. I love the show. I love the topics you cover. So thankful that you're giving Nashua a voice and that you're covering topics that are meaningful to the New Englanders. And again, just super humbled to be a part of it. And I can't believe it's been 200 episodes, but can't wait to send you a video congratulating you on your 300th episode. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. Love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your reigning, defending, and undisputed champion of 200 episodes of Let Freedom Ring, your host, Dan Beaulieu!
And welcome to Let Freedom Ring, though. My guest this week, I've been wanting this man on this show back again for a long, long time. Leo Connors, the host of the Ring and All Our Sports.
Thank you, Dan.
Welcome back, Leo. And my brother, the record holder of most episodes. We've lost track.
Acknowledge me.
He wants to be acknowledged.
Acknowledged, yes.
Love having you guys on the show. This is a really special one. I apologize for my voice. I've had a little bit of cold and I'm like getting off it. But this is the 200th episode of Let Freedom Ring. Had no idea when I started this was going to hit 200. So it's really cool. But how you guys been since your last appearance?
Good. I mean, work's busy now. You know what I mean? School's out now. It's time to clean. Like, you know, I do all the floors by myself. It used to be a 3-man job 18 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, now it's a 1-man job. But things are good.
Good.
I'm doing good. You know, grad school's done for a little bit. Dominated softball. New job. Going on vacation. I've been in 5% of your 12 shows, so there's that.
Nice.
So
it is quite the feat. You know,
it is record setting. You know, Roman Reigns is over 1,000 days as champion. Doesn't touch 10 times on the show.
Is it 10 times? Is that what the
yeah,
record?
I think that's
Okay.
what we believe we got to.
Now, I also want to say this, Leo. And we're going to talk about this a little bit. Obviously, you were a lot of the inspiration for me starting the show, but you just hit 300 episodes. What was that like?
It's unbelievable that I've given almost 8 years of my life to the, you know what I mean, to the show. I was gonna stop it. I just got stagnant. I wasn't happy where I was seeing where independent wrestling was going. Then I took a step back and said, it's not my fight. Got back into it, and I'm definitely not stopping. That's for sure.
Oh, that's good to hear. Because I think I texted you because if anybody knows the show, I was gone for a month in treatment, and I remember coming home. Bobby's like, "Yeah, Leo's wrapping up the show."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wait, what?" And I think I texted you. I was like, "Is this really happening?" But that is no longer the case.
No longer the case.
He was sitting at home and he realized, I can't fix this from my couch. I need to be here, as CM Punk would once said.
It's true. You know what though? The independent wrestling it feels like we're past the pit, and we're going to talk pandemic stuff, but we're kind of past it. It's like it's on the up again. It's on the up again.
Yeah. I mean, with 2 TV promotions now, another TV show.
Yep.
But there's still like so much internal things at one of the companies. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, they had to start a new company for Punk and this and that. It's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To like look at them as seriously. They're taking little shots at each other, and you know what I mean? So I keep my eye on wrestling. I tape everything, I read everything, and I watch what I want to watch, basically.
Yeah, we could spend this whole show on me just dumping on AEW. I think, Bob, you've had enough of them.
I've had enough of them since 2020.
Yeah.
They are, when was the last time we bought a pay-per-view? I couldn't tell you.
I got All Out last year in September.
Okay, and I think I was away at a tournament, so I haven't seen their pay-per-views in a while. It's just...
They're too long.
They're just so, with everything they do, it just makes them so unlikable.
Yeah. They're
so
written
unlikable.
for Mr. Mark, and I don't want to watch that all the time. I don't want to be dealing with the dirt sheets.
That's the last one I watched, too, was All Out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of, like, playing into the dirt sheets.
Right.
Yeah. It gets silly in this whole, like, I thought I'm a CM Punk fan.
Me too. And I know the guy's a jerk, for real.
Yeah.
I know he's a jerk.
Yeah.
I'm not even, I thought I'd be more excited about his return. Because that's what I said I was like, I can't believe they let him go. I felt like too much time passed and too many more things came, and then it's on a Saturday night, and I went, I got to change my sock drawer. I don't have time to watch that. You know?
He doesn't look the same.
No.
He certainly doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, you look at him, first of all, even if you're a fan of him, and you go, wow. And then you watch him botch this and botch that, and you're like, wow, man.
Yeah.
Like I was saying to you earlier, Ric Flair should have been, in my opinion, the greatest wrestler in the world of all time.
Yeah.
But he stuck around too long.
Always welcome.
And I don't look at him as the greatest. I look at him as the old guy that hung around too long.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I think that's so tough. But not only that, CM Punk was away for so long where he could have like
7
prime of his career that's like just gone.
Instead of just getting knocked out in the UFC.
Got paid though. He got paid.
He did get paid.
You know. I do want to talk about this. This is the 200th episode of Let Freedom Ring, so I want to get into this a little bit, kind of get your guys' opinions on this. But I just want to go in. This show started in 2020. I think we rolled out. Leo was the first guest.
Yes.
Which is why it's so awesome having you here today.
Thank you.
Bobby was the third guest. I think.
Yeah, he did one online with Matt. Or did Matt come in studio? Matt was
These are it was Leo, Mac, you. Those were the first 3.
Yep.
And why I wanted to start the show was because the Leo was. If you remember, I had that blog 10 years ago.
Oh, I remember. Recreate Wrestling.
And I enjoyed the blog, but I hated writing. Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of podcasts come out, but I never thought about doing podcasts. And then 2018, Rich LaPointe, your nephew, hits me up and goes, I don't know, maybe he told you about me?
No, I think he did, but I didn't listen to him. You know what I mean? Like, he was probably half shit-faced and telling me something, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know?
But anyways, you invited me on the show. I did the show and was like, wow, that's fun.
Right.
Like, that is really fun.
It is fun.
And that was 5 years ago. Yeah. So I think I went on your show a few more times, and then I started getting the bug, and a lot of people are doing, Have you heard that song that goes, "Another white boy with a podcast"?
Yeah,
A lot of people do call this show a podcast.
Not a podcast.
It's not a podcast.
Right.
It is a public access television show.
Ask the residents of Merrimack, is this a podcast or is this on your television screen?
I am actually not on any. I'm not on Spotify or anything like that.
No.
Just this and YouTube. But doing Leo's show, I was like, man, I'd like to do my own show. And then, coming up with a concept. Rich actually messaged me. This is on the air that no one's ever heard before.
All right.
He said, you cannot do another wrestling show like my uncle. Don't do that. I go, I never said I was going to do that.
Right.
And but the whole thing with this show was that Let Freedom Ring was going to be local people meets Joe Rogan, right? And coming up with the name, a lot of people thought it was like a right-wing type name.
No, it's the perfect name.
It
really is.
And then we said it, Let Freedom Ring is for everyone. And that's kind of how we picked the name. And no, I just want to say this, liberals, conservatives, in the middle, no one, we're all Americans. We all own the rights to that saying.
Absolutely.
So we got 3 episodes in. And it's funny, on the first show, do you kind of remember talking about COVID, Leo?
Yeah, a little bit.
3 episodes in, and here we go.
Yeah.
It's on. The studio had closed. I had no idea what I was going to do.
Yep.
And I was using Skype.
Right.
Have you guys used Skype?
That's what I was using.
Yeah, I did a Skype episode with you.
I did like 7 episodes. That's it.
Yeah.
Skype?
Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated it.
Yeah,
I
me too.
hated it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know when StreamYard, because now I use StreamYard if I do an episode like that.
Right.
But yeah, but that's the thing. Like in your show, my show, somehow in this pandemic, no one skipped a beat, really.
Right. No.
No,
you could keep doing shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was no fans for wrestling, and so many moments, like big moments too, that had no fans, like Drew McIntyre winning the title.
Yep.
I mean, that was a big moment that was lost.
Yeah, that was.
In the pandemic,
And all the sports too, like they're lucky that Tom Brady's last Super Bowl happened to have some fans, right? But
yeah.
I mean, like it's crazy because now it's been about 3 years, and life's not the same like it was before.
No.
But the Fisher Cats didn't play that year.
Right.
Softball leagues were canceled. There was no concerts.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Yeah, some leagues did play in 2020.
Some, I'm sorry, but some were canceled.
Right.
I recently went to the Janet Jackson tour, and I realized she used Together Again because she's saying we're together again because her tour was canceled in 2020.
Right.
But yeah, so that all happens, but we kept it, and then I think we got back in the studio. Leo came back, and I don't know. How do you guys feel? Are we over? Like, do you feel back to normal, kind of? Like, not totally, but like.
Good.
Yeah,
we got through it.
I mean, it feels like we're back to normal. I still think about the most ridiculous thing of it all is that we thought we were saving lives by going the opposite ways on the shopping carts on the market basket and stuff. Like, I get the theory in that behind that, but like, it's crazy some of the things that we did.
Right.
But everything's back to normal for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not freaking out being in the office every time someone coughs as much as I once was. Where I was like, that was the last 2 weeks leading up to it. I hear someone cough, I was like, yeah, I'm going home. I'm out of here.
I feel the same way, honestly. I mean, it's getting back to normal as much as you can.
Yeah.
I mean, I still see people wearing masks.
Yep.
And that's their decision. You know what I mean? I don't try to walk in their space. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just treat everybody, you know what I mean, with respect like you should in life. And I think it's kind of back to normal.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I might start wearing a mask again. I swear, after the pandemic, I get sick more often because I work from home.
Yeah.
And then when I go out and about, it's like I'm just a sitting duck for germs.
Yeah.
I work in the germ factory.
Yeah.
In elementary school. So, I mean.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's definitely a lot of people that I feel, and I could be wrong.
Right.
That now work from home, their immune systems are not, I don't know. They might not be up to what they were before.
Yeah, you get into the office and then you're around the people with kids and you're like, oh, I'm about to be sick for a couple of days.
Right.
This is the worst.
No, definitely. But the show has definitely evolved from what I originally was going to do. I mean, I remember I started, and Leo was the first guest. You were the third. And I had it we're going to do this. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about politics. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about current events. And quickly found stories from people were more entertaining, I
Yeah.
think, than for you know, we obviously still do that stuff.
Right.
Yep.
But what I was lacking in the early episodes was that everybody has a story to tell.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was so focused on, well, what's your opinion on this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which your show does, it does an awesome job when you have guests on and talk about the wrestling careers.
Yes.
There's like
Yes.
like golden stories
Yeah,
in there.
I'll be honest with you. I just did 300 Monday, and I honestly and truly believe it was my best interview ever. It take me 300 to get there,
Yeah.
but I really do. I mean, I nailed it. I think.
Yeah.
You know, that's just me. And I'm pretty humble. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was one of the best I've ever done.
Nice.
So.
And then for you just need to find your cadence.
Yes.
You know,
And you told me that.
Yeah. Once you found your cadence, it made it easier to. Yeah, I mean, from every so often, not to mention any guest names or anything like that, there are some people that feels like you were trying to pull teeth to get answers out of. But other than that, like
I think every
having the right guest, you know.
Right.
I think every host hits that wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, you think a show is going to go really good.
Yep.
And you're like, okay, they're giving me one word answer. Like, this is a talk show.
Yeah.
You know?
I had a tattoo artist on, but he was a wrestler and he was bombing. And I just said, so what about, your tattoo place? And boom, 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 boom. 30 minutes went by. Hey, thanks for coming on.
Got him
It
going.
was, I just had to find the right thing for him to talk about.
Right.
I got a story for that. Can you tell? Nope. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
So, but I got it out of him.
Yeah.
So.
What's it like being a guest on the show? I've never got to ask that question.
Well, I mean, I guess that's how does it feel to you when that time I interviewed you, right? It's the same concept, right? It's about knowing how to just communicate and just kind of.
Right.
It's not bad. It's it's about how smooth you can make the person feel.
Right. I agree. I mean, I really feel I get a good rapport with my guests.
Yeah.
Very rarely do I go, wow, that was awkward.
Yeah.
Honestly, very, very rarely do I get that.
Yep.
So.
Even that show that me and you had to film because he couldn't make it.
Yes.
There wasn't that awkward pause or anything like that.
Not
No,
at all. Yeah. Because where were you, Dan, that night?
I was sick again.
No.
I have no luck.
Around the coronavirus time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did watch that show live. I did. That was from my dad.
I don't even broadcast that it's live anymore because I don't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
I don't get any more views for them. You know what I mean? It's not like they go, okay, boom, we got 22 live watches. Here you go.
Yeah, yeah.
No. I get nothing. So why do I? And, and they put it on Roku.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I've never watched it on Roku.
Yeah. Has there been any episodes that you guys have seen Let Freedom Ring that you really did enjoy? Obviously, you probably like your own. I like watching myself.
I like the last one you did with Mav and the new Gen Wrestling thing.
Yeah.
Because he really wanted to get back into that. Do you know what I mean? And I knew it'd be good. It didn't last very long. In the long run, I don't know if you guys know that.
Did he get hurt? Or?
No, Mav, he moved on, but then
Okay.
he's gone back. So he's back there again.
Yep.
But yeah, he has so much to offer. I mean, really. I mean, the knowledge that Mav has is as good as any wrestler you've seen on television.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge.
I mean, he's worked on television. I mean, and he can work. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just an independent wrestler that wants, like nowadays, that wants to do flips and get my shit in, which is my language. You know what I mean? But like Mav could work a match, tell a story. That era's lost.
Yeah.
That's 100% lost. So I really, really, really enjoyed that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he seemed, his second episode got, a lot of people viewed that episode, and it seemed like I had two different guys. Like, he was excited about that one. So we love having you on, Mav.
Yes.
So we'll have you back
Dan
here.
Beaulieu.
I said
Bellevue.
Dan Bellevue. I'm not sure who Dan Bellevue is.
Yeah.
But if he's
Sure,
out
alter
there, copyright infringement.
I love you, Mav.
It's too close of a name, but
Right.
any ones you've enjoyed, Bobby?
Brian Malone's one was good.
Yeah, that was good too.
I enjoyed Chase's. Scotty's off that one too. But like the one with Kendall Reyes, when you finally got him on studio, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
I like the one with Cameron too that you did.
Oh, yeah.
That's a long, going way back down.
Cameron Bernazani.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they're all enjoyable. The one you did last week was, we watched it last Friday night when we were bored.
Yeah.
So like, he puts up on the big screen, like
Yeah.
the 75-inch TV, and Dan's like, I look good here.
Nice.
Oh, I love watching them on. I love watching them back. Man.
Yeah.
I think I enjoy, and I'm thankful for every guest
Right.
that comes on,
Yeah.
and all the support, and we have a lot of the videos that rolled at the beginning of this episode of all the shout outs. Like those are very nice, and yeah, it's just awesome.
Yeah. It was good though that you finally got the closure on the Soapy saga. I felt like that. If we broke this down, broke it down by seasons, that felt like it took like longer than the Bloodline stuff to get to the point.
That was a long story in the show. I wish Soapy never sent me. I don't know if the rivalry's back on. Dan Moore sent me one. I haven't posted it yet, but Soapy, nothing.
Yeah, no, I mean maybe the rivalry is back on.
I don't know. I mean, he big timed me. So, but yeah, the stuff with Soapy was a lot of fun. That all goes back to, don't say stuff about Owen Hart's unfortunate demise. That was not cool, Soapy.
No, definitely
I'm glad that we got over it. It took 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe almost 3. But
the wild card part though is that happened on their podcast. So like your viewers of this show had no idea what had sparked.
Oh no!
Yeah, all of a sudden you had the attack.
Well, if you really follow the channel, you would have seen that I called him out in a.
After.
No. After the fact, I said exactly on the YouTube channel what Soapy did and why. I said he.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like the whole incident started on a podcast that had nothing to do with this.
I know.
It was the what was their podcast called? The Morse Code Podcast universe coming into the Let Freedom Ring universe.
Yeah, well, my viewers got a video explaining what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it was sickening. It was disturbing.
We should have spliced it to play the video.
I mean, the clip is out there forever. I don't know if they still have that stuff out there though, because the podcast no longer exists.
Wasn't I on the week after?
I believe so.
I think I was. I was like, why doesn't he do it today?
Yeah. We waited a long time with security here. It was nuts. I want to do you do this on your show sometimes, Leo, the name game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to say a former guest. If you don't know who they are, if whatnot, you don't have to say anything, but
Okay.
I just wrote down a few. Whatever comes to mind when I say the name. Mike Hollow.
Doesn't ring a bell to me. That's me.
One of the best trainers out there in New England. Almost every single person on TV today that's from New England pretty much was trained by Mike Hollow. He's working with WFA in New Hampshire. Things are going well.
He's the one that just recently was on, right?
Yeah,
we watched this episode and I just blanked out his name. They brought it back, or he was doing some training or something?
He's a trainer.
Yeah.
He was. I want to have him back because Mike.
Very knowledgeable from all the matters.
Very knowledgeable.
Well, you can break his career. It's nuts because he worked for WWF before he even was a wrestler.
Exactly.
And that was a part of Mike's story that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And when he started explaining, I go, okay, this is fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Fuji said, why don't you become a wrestler? Mr.
really?
Fuji, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's and I agree, Mike. You should write a book. And I do call him this. I told him this on the show. He's the Bill Belichick of New England independent wrestling.
Nice, absolutely.
He can write a book. Just needs to sell 25 copies, and Amazon will start, like actually promoting it.
Really?
25 copies, and they have to have like official reviews.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he has the following, he could easily get that.
Right.
Leo might not know this guy, but you do. Jim O'Connor, the president of the Merrimack Softball League.
Yeah, it was good. I mean,
Jimmy O'Connor.
Great guy, very nice guy. He runs the most hardo league I've ever heard. We're calling it Merrimack Majors now.
Oh,
he put in a new rule where like
you guys are getting out of control
we do bat tests because people bring in like altered bats, I guess apparently, and now we had to put it into a bucket before each game, so that the umps can go
can
look
take
at
a bat out of the game.
You got to take it out of the bucket, and you can't bring it to the dugout. Very nice guy, very smart man, but the bucket thing is like, come on, guys, we are.
Yeah, this is a little too
this
much.
is a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was a great guest. Jimmy
Great
was,
guest, yeah.
He gave a good breakdown of the league.
He did, yeah.
Well, I'll just say this. You both know this guy, Soapy Pre-Op.
Yeah, he was a little cocky at first, man.
Yeah.
Like, I really couldn't stomach him at first. You know what I mean? Like being in here, like I said, the week after he did it, and I'm like, come on, do it now, you punk.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a street kid, you know? But afterwards, in the end, he's not a bad dude.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy at all.
I mean, he's still got blood with Mike. You know, they got beef.
Yeah, so we don't.
What's this?
We don't put names against each other anymore
Because of the incident with Soapy.
We had an incident. There were, yeah. So
Dan asked him to pick between me and Mike, and he picked me, and Mike has never let him forget it.
Your brother Mike.
Yeah, my brother
He
Mike.
was not happy. He was not happy.
Yeah, that's.
So we don't what I've learned in the show is not to do that segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because actually, that's not
That's not the first time.
That's an example, but there were people like, are you serious? They didn't pick me over them, and I thought, that was one thing I thought was funny.
Yeah.
And then I was like, whoa, people are getting heated. But like, I'm like, do I keep rolling with that?
I keep going for it.
But here's one, up and coming in wrestling, The Politician.
I'm a follower of his campaign. I gave him a contribution at a show. And I'm all for The Politician. He's really getting out there. He's showing up at shows, helping set the ring up. I mean, there's a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Like, I would say he is one of the hottest working guys in the independent level from here out there, honestly. I mean, he's not on as many shows as guys that have been around longer.
Right.
But he's showing up and he's getting on shows. He's not bad. I'm a contributor.
Yeah, and I will say I did miss his episode, but I saw his congratulations to him. He does look like he'd be a very entertaining person. So I haven't been getting back out to independent wrestling because grad school has really dominated my life, but I'm not working. But I'm hoping this summer to go around and see him. Maybe I'll see him at a show or something.
Yeah, and he was very nice to our nephew when we went to WFA.
He is really a good guy.
Yeah.
He was a fun guest. I want to get more to WFA. Mike Hollis reached out. It's like there's always something every weekend.
Oh, always.
I
thought I had a Jack and Jill to go to, and Todd Graham hit me up today and said, "Hey, man, Saturday concessions." I'm like, so I had to call my family and say, I can't make it to the Jack and Jill. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But got to make that money.
It was one weekend was my mom's birthday. That was my niece's birthday. We celebrated that. So I was like, I definitely want to go because those are so much fun. It's just, it's hard this time of year. Here's one. Scotty Slade.
Scotty Slade, hell of a worker. Number one dad.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Well, at least that's what he says. And who am I to deny him of that? I'm a father, but I got 3 adult kids, so he's still got little kids. So he's probably father of the year.
He's in contention with the 1 billion of them.
Yeah, but it's so weird. I've never had him on my show. It's not for a reason. I just haven't. It just hasn't happened.
There's no beef?
So I don't know. I don't think so. He might be mad at me for not asking him by now, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was, I'll get to you in 1 second, but I want to have him back. I thought his episode I was a big fan of him and Mark Sherman.
Yes.
I think Mark Sherman's unreachable now. And from anybody that's ever tried to book him.
I've already tried to get him a couple times.
They've always said it's like not even worth it. So I've never even tried to reach out to him. But Scotty, he just is a good guy.
Yeah.
And having him on, it was funny because I was one of the first that I was like, I'm actually a fan of this guy.
Right.
Which was pretty cool to have that, on.
Yep.
And you definitely should get it. He is awesome. He was an awesome guy.
Yeah. No, I love Scotty Slade. He's actually one of the only episodes next to shout out to Brian Mayotte that I actually rewatched. Had to just kind of get through because when you did Ryan's episode with the U-Trip, I had to kind of go back and look at. But so Scotty's an entertaining person. He is. It's one of those things that you can just listen to and be like, oh,
yeah,
you're learning a lot.
And speaking of Ryan Mayotte, if you want to know how to change your, if you want to do your paperwork to go, what is it? If you want to be a B player, C player, he explains it. When people ask, they go, I got to get reclassified. I go,
yeah, he explains on the show.
I said, watch my episode with Ryan.
Yeah, nice.
I'll watch the episode, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Will Duncan.
Will, he got some bad luck. Didn't he get injured?
Yeah.
So he's missed. I don't know if he's completely back yet. I really don't know. But he was working hard. He really was. I don't know, like his leg, right?
Yeah, I saw him at Tomahawk Butcher Shop.
Oh, yeah?
It sounds like he's getting better.
Good.
How'd
he get hurt?
Wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah. But he was like, it's funny because Will came on the show and said he was looking at wrestling schools.
Right.
And then the next time I had him on the show, he was in a wrestling school.
Yeah,
and,
WFA.
you know, so.
Yeah.
You know anything about
Mike Hollow.
Yeah.
Not much about him right now, but
I've known the Duncans my whole life.
Right.
Going back to wrestling at the Boys and Girls Club.
Now, real good guy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? He brings other value to them because he can do production stuff.
Yes, exactly.
and
yeah, he's
all
been
that.
shooting the shows and stuff like that.
He's a very smart guy.
Yeah, he is. Very smart.
Young
family, too. Family man now.
Yes.
You know, so.
Well, I gave him and Matt, the politician, a little bit of crap because it's like, you guys are doing this in your mid-30s, you know, but I respect that so much.
Because you thought of doing that.
I mean, I went to...
Am I wrong to say that you kind of contemplated that at a older of an age than more of a younger of an age?
Well, the only time I didn't know any wrestling schools, I was like 28.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think Sherman Slade one time said to me, like, you should come down, because this is when I was like lifting weights and stuff.
Right.
And it just never really panned out. It would have been cool. Because, I think I even asked Brian Fury when I was like 30. But no, I respect it, and it tells you that it doesn't matter what age. You know, you can still go for this. And
right.
Absolutely.
Those guys are having the time of their life.
Yeah. I got to say, though, that if Mike Crockett would have said no, I was going to ask Mark Sherman again for 300.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yep. But Crockett said yes, so I didn't have to go any
You know,
further.
it's I don't know Mark Sherman personally, but it's like fascinating to me because he was loved by that crowd.
Yeah.
How easily
Big time.
it was for him to just say, yeah, I don't want to do this.
And he was goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? He was pretty much himself.
Yeah.
Out there. Like they say, be yourself times 10. I mean, Mark Sherman was very entertaining. And him and Scotty, Team Friendship, were an incredible tag team. They really were. Because they were a team for what? 3 years or more?
It was good. I mean,
and you know what they're great at? Selling merch.
Yes.
And merch.
I'll always say this to, I don't know who the booker was. I think it was Tarzan at the time. Because I said Scotty's night was Cold Fury 20, maybe it was Cold Fury 13. I really do think.
That was the triple threat match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have pulled the trigger.
Oh, that they should have put the belt on him. I remember you telling me this before.
I still believe if you watch how good things are with the bloodline right now.
Right.
And evolution of characters.
Right.
Scotty, Mark Sherman, that match needed to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's got to be the progression. And I don't know what happened. They didn't pull the trigger, and then I think Mark Sherman got sick of wrestling.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And that was the end of it.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yep. Because like I said, I didn't even hit him up this last time.
Yeah.
I had hit him up before, and he said, well, maybe, and, hit me up later. And I just, I get guests. So, I mean, I haven't gone back to ask him again.
Yeah. I would love to interview him, because, like I said, him and Scotty were what got me hooked on chaotic wrestling when I first started going.
I started watching,
Kendall Reyes.
Yeah, he's a great dude. Great, great person to hear from. It's great to hear his background from football and all that. But we grew up with him, so like we knew everything.
Right.
Now he's selling houses.
Yeah.
I was working at the high school when he was going there.
Yeah.
So I was third shift. You know what I mean? But the kid's an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, to make it to the NFL and have success.
Yeah.
Too. Very hard to do.
I still wish the Patriots would have drafted him though.
Right.
Like he was available.
Yeah, well.
It would have been awesome.
He got drafted the same. No, he got drafted the year before Manti Te'o, I think.
Yeah, no, he got drafted number 66 overall.
Oh, well, I bet you he was way better than
58.
3, 4, or 5 Patriots draft picks.
Yeah, he was
You know?
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
But it was fascinating because I never had he was the first NFL, he might be the only NFL player I've ever interviewed. And it's just fascinating to hear kind of what goes on and him telling the story of how he sacked Peyton Manning not once but twice in the same game.
That's incredible.
And the time I was watching Notre Dame lose to UConn, and Kendall was a big part of that because he had a big sack on Jimmy Clausen. And I was like, hey, man, I was rooting for you, but I'm a Notre Dame fan. It was a very tough game to watch.
He was part of that era that kind of put UConn football on the map.
Yeah, that was their only.
Right.
That was their You don't hear about UConn anymore.
No, not anymore.
Brian Malonis.
Best big man pound for pound.
Yeah.
The kingpin. The pit boss.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you see that with Rad Pro Wrestling?
Oh, they're doing all like these weird gimmick type of, or different kind of gimmicks.
Something different though. Like all these companies are out there running, right? These guys are brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We'll give it wacky names. We'll just be like the 90s wrestling.
Yep.
And they've pretty much sold out every show they've had. Now, some of the venues have been small, but still, not for the lack of effort.
Right.
These guys are really trying to do something.
Yeah.
To me, that's incredible.
That feels like an Anthony Green idea.
It's Big Scott and Brian Malonis, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But AG could have been a part of that, too, because he's there.
Yeah.
He's there.
Okay.
Yeah, Malonis is one of my favorites when we were watching the Independence. Got me into it. I tried to find. I have a Kingpin shirt from Back to the Future logo. I tried to find it for the episode.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. We bought it at Cole Fury when we sat front
Yeah, we
row.
bought. That was the night he.
I was like, he thought he was
supposedly retired.
He thought he was going to Ring of Honor, and I was like, all right, I have to buy your shirt this time, right? If this is the last chance.
Well, that was before Ring. That was 2016, where he said if Dijak didn't beat him, he'd retire, and he I think he didn't wrestle for a while.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was like, you really retiring? He goes, he's just
Right.
one of those things where But I will say, awesome guy. He sent a video. Brian, anytime I've asked him something, he always gets back.
He's a great guy. Yeah. He really is.
I think he
Great wrestler, too.
Generally cares about the wrestling community, the fans, the other wrestlers. He's just a good guy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Jesse Martineau, the host of the French Canadian Legacy podcast.
Good guy. I know him through you. Does a good job.
Yeah, he went heel on us. He left our. We have a Pick'em fantasy wrestling league.
Yeah.
Where we pick all the matches.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then someone wins the belt at the end. And we took a year off.
Yeah.
For the pandemic, I was like, I'm not running this because it's the pandemic year.
Yeah.
I don't want to be telling these shows that there are no fans.
Right.
And then we had this original group chat.
Don't try to blame this on me.
Dan runs this
I
group
didn't run
chat,
it.
and
You
then
guys all argued with me.
they all picked matches, but it had nothing to do with the league. And then when the league came back, he just never picked. He just stopped picking. I was like, the league wasn't around.
It was a bunch of nonsense. And we have a friend that I no longer speak to. Nothing to do with this, but he's a nonsensical guy that just causes a lot of issues.
Right.
And,
yeah, you don't need people like that in your life.
If I never saw him again, if I never spoke to him again, I would be quite content with that.
That's good. Maybe you won't have to.
Yeah, no reason to.
Right.
Good friend of mine, Uncle Jesse DeLay.
Yeah, Jesse's a great dude. Yeah, no, I did an episode with him. Bills fan though. That's kind of.
I've been there with him.
It's just tough. How do you be that much of a failure? Like you can't win one Super Bowl, you get there 4 times. It's just, I mean,
Four times in a row.
Great guy.
Right? Am I wrong? Four times in a row.
Great guy though.
Are you familiar with him at all?
No, but I do think the Buffalo Bills have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl than the Patriots do.
I mean,
and I'm a Patriots fan. I'm just saying.
They're one Josh Allen injury away from being not playoff contention.
I hear you.
I gotta say this though, for years I've been friends with Jesse for about 7 years. Always said his name was DeLea, until his son Bones was on the show, and I said DeLea. He goes, it's delay. I go.
The kid said this?
Yeah, I said, I've been friends with your father all this time. He's never said a word about
that.
Yeah. He goes, well, that's how you say it. I go. And his dad was actually in the studio, hanging out. We sometimes have people sitting here. That's off camera. You don't know that. But he's right there, and I'm like looking at him like, all these years you never said anything?
Right.
Even to the point we ordered jerseys last year, and Alex Clark, God love him.
Yeah.
Man, did he mess up on these jerseys. My jersey just said Dan on it.
Just Dan?
Just Dan. To this day, I don't know how Alex did this.
First name.
And then he spelled Jesse's name wrong. He spelled out Delea, because that's how he thought the name was. So like these, Alex should not order jerseys again. That was pretty bad.
Mine didn't even have a name on it.
Seriously?
I had a jersey with no name on
Well,
it.
you came late. That's why.
Yeah, I still pay for a jersey.
Well, I don't know how you ordered it or whatever. But all the names were like, I was like, Dan, not Pipes.
All wrong.
Not Pipes, not Beaulieu.
Right.
Dan, what am I?
Dan.
What am I? Seal? What am I? Share? Like,
That's
what am I
hilarious.
I want to get into buy or sell. I'm going to give a topic. I'm going to give a name, anything really, and you tell me if you're buying or selling. WFA, World Wrestling Federation.
Buy.
Wrestling Federation of America.
Buy. I think they've been bringing in people that don't really work around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to go with different people as their champs and stuff. I buy.
Yeah.
Buy.
I'm buying. I mean, I got to see more of it. I haven't had a chance yet, but that means, I'm going to buy in, at least go see something.
Okay, this might be too early. And rest in peace to the people lost in the sun. That is like a horrific thing that happened there. But would you buy or sell going into a submarine?
A submarine, I would do a submarine, a submersive or whatever it was that they were in.
Oh, that was even more.
Submarine, there's ways to look at it. They go down and there's a ship above them that was supposed to help guide them because they have no idea where they are.
Right.
And that broke. And then what happened was there was an implosion where the outer casing broke off, which is what they found today next to the Titanic.
Right.
Those guys have been resting
I
in peace
saw
since
the
Sunday.
inside of that thing, and I'm terrified if it was safe.
Yeah, I'm not going in that.
No way.
To go underwater? No.
I don't think you could have paid. They paid $250,000. You couldn't have paid me $250,000 to get in there.
Right.
You know what I did today? I Googled Titanic, bottom of the ocean, and saw what the Titanic looks like on the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel really bad.
I feel
but
really bad,
That
but-
is.
It is horrible.
To be honest, I saw the inside. I would have been. I'm a person that gets in an MRI machine and starts having a panic attack.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
couldn't go in
kind
that
of
thing.
claustrophobic myself, honestly.
You just sit cross-legged and no shoes or anything like that. You can't move.
Right.
Yeah, just horrible.
8 hours, by the way. It's an 8-hour trip that was originally.
I couldn't do it.
Neither could I.
Matt Rife, the comedian. It's been all over Facebook. I'm trying to give him a chance. Leo, are you familiar with him?
I love the kid.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do. All of a sudden, he came out of left field. He does a lot of comedy off hecklers, and I think that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, he kind of nails it every time. I mean, he's pretty funny.
Yeah. I'd go see one of his shows. He's funny. I don't know what's going on with Twitter. I'm getting targeted ad for Blue Chew for some reason, and he's now a sponsor of Blue Chew. Matt Rife, who's 25.
Blue Chew, what's that?
It's like the
It's like for
it's like a
Viagra.
Viagra type
it's a
thing.
chewable Viagra.
Well, I hope he doesn't need that.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm really into her right now, like I used to be, because I went to the concert. I'm in love with Janet Jackson. I would, if she's still single and I have a chance to marry her, that's who I want to marry. But Janet Jackson's career.
I'd sell it.
How could you? She's an icon.
Yeah.
She is an icon, but I don't know. I think probably sell it too.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah. I mean, didn't
That's
she
my
just
future
put
wife
out
we're talking
something
about.
new to come out on tour?
Did she? Yeah. Did you?
No,
put
she didn't put out anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She wanted to. I think she just likes to tour.
Yeah.
To be
She's
honest.
beautiful and all
Yeah.
that, and a good entertainer. But
None of her songs really ever done it for me.
And Michael kind of ruined it for all
Yeah.
the Jacksons.
Well, you know, yeah.
He
I don't-
really kind of did ruin it. For
Can't
all
even
the
get
Jacksons.
into Michael.
You know, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I listen to his music. I'm not gonna, honestly. I mean, he's got some iconic music.
He does, yeah.
I don't think of you know what I mean? I just listen to the music. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's separating the art from the human being.
Yes.
Because, I also like Chris Brown.
Right.
Beat up Rihanna.
Yep.
I don't listen to Chris Brown.
Yeah. No, I'm not a big Chris Brown.
I
But
love
then
Chris
again,
Brown,
I'm not that style of music. I'm like
Yeah.
a
I'm
rock.
an R&B guy, yeah.
You know what I mean? Alternative rock.
Yeah. I don't listen to Chris Brown. I don't listen to R. Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't listen to that.
I know the R.
You're right.
Kelly's thing's tough. It's tough because I did like R. Kelly. But we also knew, he was like, if you look back at a lot of stuff with Michael Jackson, he is presenting this right in front of our faces.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
clear as day.
Yeah.
Same with R. Kelly.
Right.
These guys were hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
There's still people in denial about Michael Jackson.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
And it's like, what have you seen the interviews? What do
Right.
you mean? Well, maybe he was in the bed.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
he's
Absolutely.
Not, he's deceased. And,
100%.
Yep.
TikTok.
I watch a lot of funny animal videos. Pretty much, that's it. I'm not really on TikTok, so
Yeah.
I kind of just scroll.
Yeah. I'm selling it. I'm not giving any of my information to, no matter what you think, TikTok is publicly owned in China. And
Right.
I'm not giving my information there.
Right.
Regardless, you're saying, well, we have this U.S. subsidiary and we have all the cloud service in the United States. I don't care. I'm not giving them the information. I'll scroll on Instagram.
Right.
Where most of those videos are coming from. I'll do that. I ain't going to TikTok selling that.
Now, I'll sell too because I think something big is going to happen before it and eliminate, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not make TikTok so exclusive.
Yeah.
Future of Let Freedom Ring.
Oh.
I mean, I'm 5% of your total views, like, right? So I mean, I guess.
Oh my God.
Do I? I guess I have to buy it or do I sell it?
It's a gimmick. These gimmicks.
No, you got to buy it. Yeah. You're killing it. I told you the title of your show, the show that you do, is perfect for you. 100%. You know, I'm proud of you, George. It's a lot of episodes, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Leo.
Hey, congratulations,
Thank you for coming
Dan.
on. I'm glad that I got to have this with both of you.
Nice.
So,
I haven't been on as much as you, but he likes it when I'm on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get views. I do.
Yeah. All right.
But everybody out there, I want to thank especially Merrimack TV, Justin, Nick. Colin's now big time to us. He's gone to CBS, but we love you too, Colin. And I want to thank all my former guests and everybody that supports the show. But everybody out there, keep your heads up. Have a great week. Until next time, let freedom ring.